Melvin, for hosting me, and then the chance for to give us the chance to be able to address the what we are as LONGi about the industry, and then what we have been doing, what we think the industry is going, and then and then what we have for the region in general. I mean, for the Middle East and Africa in specifically. Yeah. So to start my presentation, I would also like to thank first the audience for their time, for being here today to listen to us and then to find out about our company. Right. So to start the presentation, I would like to leave you with few keywords that I would like you to remember at the end of this presentation, because it's going to be a little bit long. And then, but at the end, I would still like you to remember these few words, which are LONGi. We are young and very innovative. We have a strong R&D. We seek for win-win partnership. We are leader in the industry. I will show a few data to support that. And then we like to be close to our customer, providing the best services and the best products. And then on top of that, we are very bankable. So who are we as LONGi? LONGi, it's a company founded 20 years ago, and then started early in the semiconductor age. So we were more focusing on the semiconductor business in year 2000, right? Rapidly, we move into the silicon wafer, and then by 2014, sorry, until now, where we are in the era of cells and then modules. In terms of business data, like in last year, we've recorded a revenue of, 4.6 billion. We have a market value of 14 billion USD, with a net profit of 745 million USD, with total assets of 8.3 billion, and then having about 40,000 employees all over the world, with more than 700 patents as key to result from our our R&D investment. In last year, in 2020, we've increased our net profits as well as revenue with our total assets, and then up to 8.9 billion. So what do we stand for? Our company has brand philosophy, like we have for our brand philosophy, we have we seek to be the world's most valuable technology company, with mission to utilizing the solar energy, building a green world. I was explaining our brand philosophy, right? So LONGi stands for the world's most valuable solar technology company. We want to provide to our customer with value products and services to provide employee with the most growth value of the employer platform, to create the best investment value for our shareholder, right? As solar technology company, we drive innovation, maintain the products and services one step ahead to the end of the industry, and then to create a leading brand of the solar technology. We are utilizing solar energy to build a green world. So we are very committed to monocrystalline silicon products to become, and then we seek to become a leader and contribute to the higher efficiency of the global PV station. We are committed to become a faithful partner to the PV industry, create a greater value for the customer investment, and then we want to promote the PV industry and create a green future for the future generation. So here is to explain a little bit about our operation and then what we do in general. So at LONGi, we have like 3 main core business in 2 sectors, I would say. First of all, we have the monocrystalline silicon wafer business. Then we have the monocrystalline cells and modules. On top of that, we provide a whole solution, right? So it was the production, manufacturing of the product, then solution, which is the main 2 sectors. As I was explaining, in year 2000, we started with production of silicon, and then moved rapidly to the wafer. And then early 2014, we started with the cells, solar cells, as well as the solar modules. Since 2016 or 2018, we moved into the upstream by providing services to the to the customers, like from distributed PV system as well as the utility scales. For the monocrystalline silicon wafer, we are the world's largest monocrystalline silicon PV producer and a manufacturer in the world, with about 42% of global market share of silicon monocrystalline wafer. Up to last year, 2019, we've have about 4.7 billion wafer shipped worldwide, which represents a year-on-year growth of 139.17%. In terms of monocrystalline modules, since 2014, we have been increasing year on year, and then reach about 65% last year in terms of production. This one make us to change. I mean, we have influenced the PV industry in general, and then so LONGi is considered as the world's largest PV company by market value. In terms of monocrystalline modules, in 2019, we have had a module shipment of 7.39 gigawatts, which represented 23% of growth since the beginning. Right. This gives us about 10% of the global market share, and then make us the world's most valuable, or the biggest company of monocrystalline in the world. So LONGi Solar, it's we are spread all over the world. We are with headquarters. We have our headquarters in Xi'an, in China, in Xi'an. We are with more than 7, I would say, manufacturer production plants. We have in Yichuan, Zhuangnan, Taizhou, all over China. We also have plants in overseas, which is Malaysia and then Vietnam. We have sales office distribution in sales office, sorry, in major solar PV market like South Korea, Japan, USA, India, Germany, Singapore, Africa, and then we recently opened one also in the Middle East. So what is our advantage? LONGi advantage is in two main area, I would say, which is the R&D part and then our financial stability. From 2012 to 2019, we have invested about 758 million USD in our R&D improvement. So it makes us being the largest investment in the R&D for the global PV industry. Right. We have strong support from technical research institutes, like for Wafer Research Institute, Cells Research Institute, as well as Module Research Institute. In the manufacturing part, we use the latest technology, which is the RCZ technology, which was actually named by our company, and then which is used widely in the whole industry. We also use the diamond wire slicing technology, which is, we've been the first company in the world to introduce that. And then so far we have helped the industry save about 30 billion US for mainly on the Chinese industry. In terms of R&D for the wafer, we have moved from M2, and then now we are talking about the M10, which is the latest in the market. Since the beginning of since investing heavily in the R&D, our company has held the records of the product efficiency, which is from the cells. Like with the monopack cells, we have held the records of 24.6%. And then in terms of modules, at the moment we are still holding the record of 22.38%. Our product has the best LID in the industry, which is less than 2% for the first year, and then 0.5% year on year until the last 30 years. LONGi is strong financially. We have very good revenue, net profits, total assets, which is very good, and then debt asset ratio, which is very low. And then this makes us being the most bankable company in the industry as manufacturer. Well, yeah, I was talking about bankability. We have been rated by PV Tech lately in Q2 this year, 2020, as the only one AAA rated mono supplier. In terms of financial performance, we have been the strongest, I would say, scored by Altman Z, through Bloomberg, late last year, which is the Q3 last year. In terms of capacity plan, we have grown since 2012 until now for our wafer model production more than 75 times. So in terms of module production, we have even increased bigger. and then which is about 150 times of, since the beginning of since the beginning in 2014. So what is our philosophy? LONGi is very open. We are inclusive, and then we seek for win-win cooperation. As you see in here, we work with big companies like DuPont, 3M, and then also many other university, and then we collaborate with them closely, not only to improve our product, but also for bigger and then bigger opportunity, and then more network into the industry, right? In terms of win-win cooperation as well, we also not only staying on the corporate level, but we also I would say we also invested ourselves into the society. For example, you can see that we are members of these anti-frauds, big organizations like Anti-Fraud, China Business Climate, International Forum Clean Energy, and then we also part of the United Nations Global Compact. LONGi is very committed to the Sustainable Development Goals. We have started very early to promote the clean energy, and then the long-term sustainable development for the world through our our solar equipment, and then in 2019, for last year September, we signed a commitment to the Global Compact to build a partnership with stakeholders to share practice and solution to achieve the UN 2030 Sustainable Development Goal. Now, LONGi, it's I would say active promoter of the green manufacturing, right? We've been leading the industry in the since, and then even from introducing the diamond slicing technology, that has helped reduce a lot of I would say a lot of pollution, and then we are also in our factory using the clean energy as to produce clean energy. That's we use, for example, in some of our factory, we install solar modules directly into on the factory rooftop, and then we also using hydro to produce electricity to produce our solar panels, which is hydro is also a clean electricity. So we at the moment promoting actively the green manufacturing. So we consider that the green environment protection at the beginning of material equipment design, will be the future and then the way to go. So we have the concept of solar for solar, which is what I was trying to describe earlier in the previous slide, like producing solar PV modules using clean energy, and then making a whole clean circle, So what is solar for solar? We believe that solar for solar is a perfect way to fully leverage the whole industry chain. So to attain carbon emission at zero throughout the entire process. And then through a solar for solar model, we continue to develop the the solar industry and then to create more energy. So basically, it's what I was trying to explain, saying that we're using hydro energy or clean energy to produce PV, which is also clean energy. So what's the future of the solar industry? We believe that PV plus storage will be the best solution for the human energy, which will be a powerful weapon to deal with the climate issue that we are facing. The energy of the sun shining of the earth for one day, we believe is enough for the human to be used, to be used for 20 years. So global sun radiation are very relative, balanced. And then if 1% of the global desert area it's covered by PV, we believe it's going to be enough to generate electricity for the whole Earth. So with the rapid innovation in the solar industry, like for example, 10 years ago, we've seen that the price, which was 15 US per wafer, now about 0.41 USD. It's also driving the industry to go very, 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 very fast. 10 years ago, the power of 60 type model, was 200. We were talking about 230 and then 240 watts, but then now we are already talking about plus 400 watts, even 500 watts at the moment. So the solar cost has become very, very, very cheap. So in past 2 years, in the Middle East, for example, where there was abundant sun radiations resource and low technical costs, there have been a large number of solar power plants with the feet, and then the cost was about 2 cents. At the same time, the PV technology industry continued to progress, and the cost continue to decline very, very, very rapidly. Therefore, we believe that in next 2-3 years, solar will become the most economical power source in most parts of the world. The discontinuity of the solar can be solved by a variety of energy storage methods, right? PV has its own, I would say, weakness, but the discontinuity of the energy supply, when PV power account for a high proportion of the power grid, more than 20%, the combination with energy storage will become a big necessity. There are many ways to store energy, and then we've been like, there's many ways to store energy, like natural gas, pump storage, and then in the future, we believe that the popularity of electric vehicle will be also playing a very big, important role in the balance of the energy through chemical storage, with the cost of the storage, which is also falling very rapidly. Today, the cost of chemical energy storage is 1/3 of that was 10 years ago. And then friends and then, partner of the energy storage industry have, improving as well on the technical storage and believe can be reduced the 1/3 of the current cost in less than 10 years. So there's a big potential in that. So we believe that the future of global energy connectivity will become the mean to solve these climate issue that we are facing. In 2050, we believe that the world will achieve the full clean energy, right, by by covering I mean, like it will be like about 69%, of solar energy, 18% of wind energy, 8% of hydro, and then other as biomass, and then other conventional energy. So to achieve the results, PV need to be very developed, and then to see an installation about 1,000 gigawatts each year for the next 25 to 30 years. And then at the end of these 25 to 30 years, if we install 1,000 gigawatt continuously, the earliest project, I mean, the projects that will be installed very, very at a very early stage will need to be repowered, right? So this will become a full cycle, where we have to replace those panels by another, or by new modules, So it becomes a new cycle, which, and then we believe that it helps the industry to be very, very sustainable, and then continue to grow. In last, we believe that like solar will help the climate, and then we help recover the ecology. In fact, like if solar can do more, when they're cheap, and then very reliable, they will help to restore the ecology, and then also drive desalination seawater, which can be used for deserts. And then if we calculated that about 70% of the global desert area, if become an oasis, the carbon emission generated since the human civilization will be solidified, and we can even enter a minus carbon carbon emission area. So for all of those vision, we've been, which is the most important as well, we've been very active. We didn't just sit down and then believe, or do our calculation and believe for that is going to be better. We have been very, very active with the climate, the UN, committed to the goal. We promoting the green manufacturing through Solar for Solar. We've been engaged with the Climate Voice, the UN Global Compact, and other related, association, or I would say, association that will help the climate to fight against the warming and everything. So I would like to, this presentation was mainly to talk about a global view of what we stand for. And then I believe that there will be partners that will be looking to know more about our products. And then, feel free to contact me. This is my email, and then my phone number. On that, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for listening to me, and then to learn about our company. Thank you.